Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Ceice here, and welcome back to another episode of Ceice's Thesis. In today's episode, we're going to be breaking down Queasy and Veno's Game 1 win from day number 2, an 11-kill victory royale that they had in the FNCS Grand Finals, where they absolutely dominated. And we're going to go over why they were so successful, what they do in each game to set themselves up for repetitive success, winning every single game. I think they won 5 or 6 games out of 12 games. That is absolutely insane, on especially a region like EU. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so dropping in, of course, everyone knows they land Kenjutsu Crossing, and we know how broken the loot is for it. Queasy just happens to have one of the best flags on the map, so he doesn't need the loot, but he's gonna take these extra heals to get more surge off spawn and to ensure that his mid to late game is even better. So you see now he drops extra minis, splashes, whatever, med kits. And he's going to take that loot and he's going to be able to trade with it. He's going to be able to give his teammate extra loot if he needs. And then we go over to Veno here. And Veno is all the way at the south tip here of the map. Of course, they both have katanas, so they're able to move around quickly. But he's already looking to see if he can tag the guys to the west, because he knows this is looted. He knows that someone goes here, and he, you know, as you can see on the map near Steamy, there's guys they all need loot. And this is where you can have an easy line of sight on them. So here he is, sitting in his bush. And they're pretty much just gonna do this the entire time. They're gonna just hold this entire dead side. So yeah, they're gonna hold split angles here, right? Like, it's pretty clear they're playing left and right sides, holding out as much territory as possible. And then again, Queasy's up here trading with the gas station team. As boring as it is, this is the meta. Like, you just heal, you trade, you heal, you trade, you heal, you trade. That's it. Just goes back and forth. The cool thing about Queasy here, and of course, like most EU teams, is their timing is impeccable. Like, they know exactly what to do, when to do it, and why to do it. They know, you know, when to go up there to trade to beat the timing, or to meet the same timing as the gas station team. They know when he needs to go farm metal, when he needs to go farm his brick. It's all built out just from seasons and practice of this meta. On the map here, you can see on the bottom side, there's a lot of this gray, dark blue kind of water down here, right where my mouse is highlighting. This means that the zone is going to double pull. So if you see a lot of dark water like this, it means the zone is going to double pull south. Queasy understands this, of course he does, and he knows, okay, it's most likely going to pull south here, so let's get prepared to hold a position to hold north, or to get in a position to hold north side, or get early into the south zone, depending on how much surge they have. So again, kind of just waiting for his cash, holding the dead side, making sure no one comes behind him, right? Taking their old base, another great thing you can do. Of course, like, I'm not trying to point out the obvious, but it makes no sense for them to go anywhere else but here. They already have a decent amount of surge, and then they have the cash back there, which they can just easily, he's probably going to do it, but they can easily come back if they don't want to. They can come back and heal easily back here. Veno is lurking around the side to continue to max his mats and make sure no one's back here, right? As you can see, continuing to check this back. They don't stop. They're making sure that if someone's back here, they take full advantage of it. If they come, they're going to get destroyed on surge. Like, they are going to get absolutely milked the entire game. So jumping back to Queasy here, I mean, do I need to explain this? He's gonna obviously sit here and hold these guys. He's in the zone. His teammates ahead of him. I'm really surprised though that they did opt to take out or to not control this dead side. I think that they would have, but they saw this team kind of split on this, you know, these two hills, this big one and this little tower here, which of course makes it pretty much impossible to rotate this way, and you have to cut on the bridge. So I'm sure that's something that's very calculated and thought out. But yeah, they still have a very superior position holding these guys, getting as much surge as possible. And now they are 642 above. 642 above going into game number 1, still with max amount of heals, great weapons, great ammo, great mats, and a phenomenal position in the zone. As we just kind of saw, just really quickly there, I know that was a 4x speed. I can't really speak on this too much because I'm not a Kenjutsu player, but I will point out some small things. And again, it's not like super game-breaking details here, but they know where they want to go, right? That he knows, he's played, he's practiced, he's experienced what it's like to rotate left here, right? He's going to the right for a reason. Of course, you know, looking at it, you don't want to go left and run right into Jalen. You're going to want to go right, but like, he's done this 100 times, right? This is something that's seems to be pretty automated. There's not much thought that needs to go into this. And then, of course, knowing that he's going to come out here and get exposed to multiple teams, including these teams over here. This Jalen guy could probably see him for a second. He's going to wait for his teammate, farm a little bit of mats, and then I'm assuming they're going to triple katana into zone. Yep. Just by abusing their katanas. That's all it takes. Position wise, I don't think that they're thinking about getting any super like high hill here. Like, they're not thinking they need to get here or even in this guy. I'm sure this is a favorable spot with the bush and still a hill, but this guy's here, so I think we're going to see Veno just kind of chill out, take the position they have, continue to hold people behind them. And that's a great thing about, of course, the item that they have, the katanas, is they can look back and hold. Like, you can get ahead so fast and still look back and hold all these guys to the north, Savage, and even Jalen on his hill, who's not in. So I'm sure they're going to do that. They're probably going to milk Jalen very, very hard here. So now we're seeing them get fought. These guys need some surge. So they're going to make some space, make a quick little snail here, kind of stall out until these guys go away, because they know they don't need to fight this. There are still max mats, max heals, everything. Veno's lurking on them a little bit, trying to fade out a shot here. Because, of course, this is a grand finals. This is free kills, free refresh. This is what you want. He hits the wall. You guys are still getting ticked. And it seems like by the timeline, they're going to get fed some kills here. Or they're going to take him out due to surge. All right, so I guess he just sees them getting cracked, and they're looking this direction. I can't really tell exactly what happens because due to replay, but very free little 2 kills there due to them needing some surge. And then, of course, that just carries their surge a lot. And Queasy knows that, right? He just got 200 to 300 surge, maybe even more. I don't know exactly how much they got, but we can see they're 800 above. So now it's an easy rotate into the dead side of this next zone, which I would expect them to go into the storm here. Although this is a pretty favorable spot, I would say that maybe that's less likely. Of course, they're not moving, but I would assume if they got this kill, that if they were over here, right, like if they were at this area, that they would maybe try to move or tarp out. But yeah, they are on a pretty uncongested side, so this is where you probably want to be. And with extra mats now, I don't know how much spare there is. Yeah, it's gonna be the play to tarp in. Gets a kill on Misha. Queasy kind of stays over here, and they control the side again, right? They're split with their katanas. This is something you can do. Like, there's literally no risk here when you have double purple katana and spare mats. This is something you should be doing. Veno runs over to him. Queasy sees the rotate. He's scouted already. He knows what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to do, where he wants to go, and what does he want to do. Using some light mats here, right? Going up the hill, using wood, and then switching to brick as soon as he's in like kind of a trouble position, right? Cami, steady, looking this direction. I don't think they're not looking to fight him, but it's very smart that he switches to brick. That's a very, very smart thing to do. It's just a safe play. Wraps around with the storm edge and slides all the way down. Doesn't need to play a high position here because he already has surge. He already has everything he needs for endgame. He just needs to play something very safe and absolutely no risk. One thing to note, of course, like I said, this meta is coming to an end here. We've got a couple weeks left of some small tournaments, but editing out your cone is a pretty important thing to do, right? It allows you to not get fried. I think this is also very interesting too, that they kind of edit out both cones here, right? So it's not like, okay, I'm kataning, and then you katana, and we'll both get fried. It's just, okay, hold your cone, 3, 2, 1, both edit, both katana, and it allows them to go like literally on the same second. So that's very, very smart and allows very little risk when it comes to getting fried. There's literally nothing more they need to do than box katana, box katana, box katana, look at height, win the game. Let's see if they do the double katana thing. They might just do one cone since it's a little awkward here. Yep, so they're gonna go out and storm. Safety, no risk, right? Not letting anyone know that you're going, when you're going, where you're going. And here we're gonna see them start climbing. They've got purple katana, so they can dash up multiple times. Instead they choose to just go up twice. And it's just such a simple game when you're playing how they're playing. Like, it's very scripted. It's very broken down into the smallest pieces. They katana, box, elevate, box. It's just perfect gameplay. I mean, of course they're winning for a reason, but like, there's no flaws here. So now he's looking at height. Notice that he does not just edit out this main box, or doesn't, like, you know, he plays off of a kind of a right hand peek here when he's going to shoot at it. Again, here's another, like, just kind of a better peek. He's not just opening his edit and just looking up to spray down. And then looks for the weak point, right? Why not? They still have 87 builds and 82 builds. This is just a quick grief. It, you know, ruins their mats, makes them having to rebuild back up. They showed it at height there, and I think that it's safe to say that a lot of people in EU know that this is their height. Like, you can't be holding height when Queasy and Veno are in your lobby. You'll see them when they're holding height here. They're not double tarping. Of course, now he gets his mythic pistol. Super. Now it's just over. But they're not like double tarping like cone floor, right? And when they are tarping, it's mostly floors. I see Veno's on a cone here, but it's mostly floors, which allows for a lot better angles, a lot better, like, quicker edits, all of that. So it's just a spray down game, right? Who can put more damage into the teams below? I mean, we're gonna watch Veno here, but basically game over at this point. Like, it's not entirely wraps. There's still a lot of players alive, 22 players, but once Queasy and Veno take it, it's very hard for any team to get it back due to the amount of pressure they put in. And then of course you have Veno doing his like Veno classic, where he's just kind of dropping down, playing super aggressive, fighting these people basically the entire time while he gets sprayed on the roof, right? As you see here with that drop. And it just makes it impossible for any team to go up. So again, just Veno classic. He's just gonna go down and shit on all of these kids. It's basically game over. Queasy's just gonna sit up top. He has some decent heals. Veno might even get him some extra heals. We're gonna see here in a second. He's got a spare slurp. I wouldn't be surprised if Queasy comes to take that just to guarantee the win. It's just gonna be Veno getting as many kills as possible. Yep, so he pre-pops the slurp here. And now he's gonna go for some shotgun fights. Try to clean up these last few kills here. Try to stop the heal off. There you go. I mean, that's literally just Veno and Queasy just dominating on high ground. They've been doing this for a long time. So that's it for the breakdown here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know, like I said, it wasn't an insane high IQ level breakdown. I'm just kind of going over why they're so dominant. And I could watch 5 of their other wins and I would say the exact same thing. They literally just look at height. When they spray it out, they do damage to the people falling. They don't take it right away. I don't think I saw them once this week try to take it in like the first moving. And then Queasy is an absolute map mastermind. He's going to never be seen, never be rotating in the open. He's always putting himself and Veno in very favorable positions. And then in the early game, we saw them just trading back and forth with Surge. They have this entire map hold down here in Genjutsu. They have all this claim, and it's a no-brainer, right? Like, hold your dead side, trade with teams around you. Yeah, we can go look at 5 other EU teams and you'll see the exact same thing. They're maybe not holding a dead side because of the position that they're in, the map position they're in, but they are trading with teams nearby them, and they are just trying to get as much Surge as possible. And Queasy and Veno, they of course have it very easy for them. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys did, please be sure to drop a like and comment. I know it's been a little bit since the last Ceice thesis, and I do apologize for that. I just moved out to Texas, so I was going through the entire moving process. Of course, you guys, if you guys haven't seen my room tour video, go check it out. I'm in this really sick new room. But yeah, new season in just a couple weeks, and a lot more content to come. Hopping back on this bandwagon, hop back on this train, and we're gonna be making it 10 times better now that I'm in a new environment and I'm feeling really refreshed. So yeah, until next time, guys. See you guys later. Peace.